Over here. Over this way, Will.
I'll let you know if it does. Ready to go?
How are we sound? Are we... Someone will go straight into the...
Yeah, just say welcome everyone and that kind of thing. And
What was your last name?
what's that?
What's your last name?
McCormick. This is Brendan from Darcy.
Brendan from Darcy.
Alright. I'll just do like this. And then you can get going.
Alright.
When it's 0, you're on. Okay?
Hello and welcome to Magic Park for the round 13 match of the round between Broadmeadow and Lambton Jaffas. Today's lineup for Broadmeadow Magic. In goals, number 66, Adam Pearce. Number 2, Alex Kanarowski. Number 3, Joshua Piddington. Number 6, Daniel Casaroli. Number 8, Matthew Paul. Number 9, Peter Haynes. Number 10, Chris Berlin. Number 11, Reece Tippett. Number 14, John Griffiths. Number 16, Callan Lewis. Number 20, Scott Pettit. On the bench, substitute keeper Brad McKenzie. Number 7, Hucken Carnley. Number 12, Owen Littlewood. Number 13, Matthew Hull. And number 15, Paul Suawi. For Lambton, in goals, number 1, Danny Island. Number 2, Tom Smart. Number 4, Kevin Davidson. Number 5, Peter McPherson. Number 6, Joe Wheelhouse. Number 7, Cal Bradbury. Number 8, Alex Palozzi. Number 9, Dino Fajovic. Number 11, Luke Remington. Number 12, Dennis Fajovic. And number 19, Michael Sessions. The substitutes, goalkeeper Nick Popple. Number 3, Todd Griffin. Number 13, Riley McNaughton. Number 14, Michael Lawrence. And number 15, Wilson Edwards.
All right, Blake. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the coverage today. My name's Brendan. I'm one of the co-founders of Bar TV. Unfortunately, of course, our regular commentator in Mossy and Foxy. Mossy's over in the Commonwealth Games at the moment, and Foxy's over in South America, the Lucky Devil, over doing some work over there. So, of course, we've got Blake. Unfortunately, Big Gary Fisher was another one who was unable to get here today. So, I'm going to be doing a little bit of co-commentary with Blake here. And so, Blake, as you can see, it's a pretty sunny day here. Great conditions for football.
It is a beautiful day, isn't it? I suspect it to be a very good game with very good football on show. Lambton come into the game 4th on 18 points, but Broadmeadow on 7th can overtake them as they're only 2 points behind on 16.
And like all of us are realising, Broadmeadow Magic, the defending premiers, are certainly they had a bit of a slow start to the season. Jaffas, actually, Lambton Jaffas had a bit of a slow start as well, so they're both starting to come into form and had a couple of wins of late. Most notable, of course, from the Magic team is that they've qualified for the FFA, and for the FFA FFA Cup, And of course, the Gunners was the other New South Wales team that has qualified. And both the Magic and the Cardiff Gunners, South Cardiff Gunners, are going to be playing for the State Cup final this Wednesday night. And of course, Bar TV is hoping to get there. It is State of Origin night, but please get down to Wanderers Oval and support the Magic and the South Cardiff boys, who have done a great effort to qualify for that inaugural cup. It's a great idea, it's great for football, and hopefully everybody will keep riding that wave that the Socceroos has started.
Too true, Brendan.
I guess the other thing, Blake, is that we've just heard that Adam Pearce has come into goals for the Broadmeadow Magic side after Chris Dowling took a bit of a hit on the weekend. So I think they've got Piercy in goal, so that'll be interesting. And I think, what about this side from Lambton? Do you think there are any big left outs from that side?
Not really. They welcome back Joe Wheelhouse. They're without Johnny Madrowski though. That's a big loss for them. They'll be wanting him to get back as soon as possible. But they've got other strike power up front with Bradbury and Dino Fadjevic, and obviously Alex Palozzi there as well.
And full screen of the all the little kiddies who were lucky enough to have a little run around before this kickoff, and of course they're standing out the front of the following teams. But no, great conditions here at Magic Park, and we're all looking forward to a great game. This is very much a grand final rematch. Like I said, both teams aren't showing that same form as what they were at the end of last year, but slowly they are getting back up to speed, especially the Broadmeadow Magic with that qualification into the FFA Cup.
Broadmeadow will be boosted today with the return of Peter Haynes and Chris Berlin to the starting lineup. Alex Kenarowski there as well. Owen Littlewood, Hucken Conley and Matt Hill move to the bench to make way for those three. Haynes and Wheelhouse are with the referee at the moment doing the toss. Play will shortly get underway.
All right, Blake, so we're not far from kickoff. All the little kids are just running off the field. Looks like we've got Broadmeadow Magic heading towards the north. That's right to left on your Bar TV Sports screen. Just before we kick off, I'll give a couple of score updates from the earlier grades. Under 19 started off with a 1-1 draw. It was a great game, lots of chances, but only the 2 goals were put in either end. And then we had a bit of a controversial match in the reserve grade, in the under-22s. It ended up finishing with a man sent off, and the Lambton Jaffas finished with 2-0 over the Broadmeadow Magic. So it looks like we're about to get underway here, Jake. Oh, sorry, Blake.
Magic will be looking for their first win of the day. And we're off. Dennis Fadjevic looking for Bradbury, gets it back, goes long looking for Dino Fadjevic, finds him. Alex Kenarowski cuts out the danger. Kenarowski with the ball now. Kenarowski with the throw-in.
So for all those viewers, of course, we have the Magic in red and we have the Jaffas in the white and yellow.
Haynes with the ball now. Looks for Paul. Paul onto Casaroli. Cut out by Tom Smart, but he gets it back. Haynes to Lewis. Lewis goes wide to Pettit. Has Tippett and Haynes in the box if he can get a cross in. Ball cut out by Sessions. Palozzi with the ball now. Finds Bradbury. Bradbury back to Sessions. Sessions gives it back to Bradbury. Lewis holds Bradbury up well. Davidson with the ball now. On to Smart. Well tackled by Matt Paul. Joe Wheelhouse now. On to Davidson. Davidson looks long for Dino Fajovic. Paul tries to stand him up. Whips in across, but too far. That'll run out for a goal kick.
So it looks as though they're just trying to find their feet. A couple of long balls at this point.
Both sides very good attacking sides. Expect to see a lot of chances created today, especially with Peter Haynes back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, Peter's had a bit of an injury, but the last couple of weeks he was definitely instrumental in qualification for the FFA Cup.
Bradbury with the ball now. Beats Piddington. Pearce cleans up though.
Oh, well done, Pearce.
Good early signs for Lambton though. Piddington, rightly so, won't be happy with that. Sessions with the ball now. Just gets over halfway, looking long for Bradbury. Ball run down to the south corner. Out for a throw in.
Yeah, that's actually a throw. That's hasn't quite gone out for the corner.
Kanarowski will throw it back in. Go long to Pettit. Cut out by Remington. Well saved by Pearce. Matt Paul looks long for Tippett, can't find him. Well tackled by Berlin. Looking very lively up front at the moment. Pearce will take his time here. Has options left and right and long. He'll go long. Looking for Tippett. Wheelhouse wins out. McPherson back to Wheelhouse, who finds Dino Fajovic.
Bit too strong that ball there from Wheelhouse.
Almost well controlled there by Fajovic. Berlin with the ball now. Fouled by Tommy Smart. Broadmeadow get a free kick just inside their half. Castrolli goes short to Haynes. Haynes will look for Pettit on the right sideline. Finds him. Pettit will duck past Sessions. As usual, Joe Wheelhouse cleaning up at the back. Luke Remington with a good run in behind here.
It's well headed to safety. He kept that run and the ball was a little heavier then. He might have got through.
Wheelhouse with the ball now. Finds Palazzi. Palazzi looks for Tommy Smart, well controlled. Berlin will stand him up. Good tackle by Berlin.
No, he's
given away a free kick.
Yeah.
I thought that he'd had the ball there, but the referee's in a better position than I am.
I think there's a little push in the back there, so it's bringing the ball back here.
Sessions will come over to whip it in with the left foot. Curling into the box.
There's actually a breeze coming, Blake, from the east to the west. Well blocked.
Very well blocked by Berlin. Does a lot for his side in defence. Gives 110% every game. As you see, another tackle there. Dennis Fajovic will throw it in. Finds Palazzi. Polozzi turns Casaroli, has Remington to his left. Well defended by Alex Generoski. Wheelhouse with the ball now. To Davidson. Davidson will look long for Dino Fajovic. A good ball indeed. Fajovic with the one-on-one strike, but well saved by Pearce. He stood strong.
Absolutely. If he just got that height, a little bit of height on that chip, I think that was a goal for all money.
Would certainly be 1-0.
But well done to the replacement keeper in Pearce.
Remington with the ball now. Moves over halfway. Ball tackled again by Kenarowski, but it only goes back to Tommy Smart. Looks to find the return run of Remington, but just a little bit too long. Pearce cleans up again.
I'll tell you what, Blake, I think Lambton Jaffas look like they're come and start the better of the two teams at this point.
I'd have to agree with you there, Brendan. They've created a few more chances. It's been mostly down this end. Sessions with the ball now.
Oh, a bit of a high foot there. Yeah, he's given it there. That's a Magic player coming in with a high foot. Don't want that started off early in the game, so the referee's just setting the standard there for the rest of the match.
Alex Polozzi looks like he'll whip this one in with the right boot. Tommy Smart coming in the back stick as Joe Wheelhouse and Dennis Fajovic. Bradbury and Dino Fajovic in the centre.
Dangerous position for this free kick.
Here it comes, whips it in the box. Pearce catches well. Another good sign for Lambton though, creating another chance. Haynes to Casaroli. Continues his run. Casaroli finds him. No, he doesn't actually. Rolls out for a throw-in.
Too many weak picks on that one there, Blake.
Indeed. Sessions will throw the ball in now. Polozzi. Ball tackled by Casaroli. That's a Pettit. Pettit looks for Tippett. We're well cut out again by Joe Wheelhouse. Polozzi with the ball now. Back to Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse to Davidson. Davidson to Smart. Berlin with the ball now to Haynes. Haynes finds Cal Lewis. Lewis beats Polozzi. Finds Pettit. Pettit has Tippett in the box. Beats Sessions. Has a hit, but very weak.
Yeah,
saved.
I'll tell you what, with a great touch, that deserved a lot more than just the final finish. Let him down.
Look to see a lot more of that. Scott Pettit cutting in from the right-hand side. Here we have Lambton though with Dino Fajovic.
Oh, great tackle.
Very good tackle. We have Luke Remington down in the centre as well. Pinton's just a good show of sportsmanship, kicks the ball out.
So, like I said, I think the run of play is going towards his southern end, or at least the Jaffas end. But replacement keeper in Pearce, he's looking very solid. He's certainly a tall timber. I don't think there's too many players that are going to get a chance to chip him. Do you know much about Pearce there, Blake?
I do actually. He was with the Youth Jets last year. He's come to Magic looking for regular first grade football. He's been down in the 22s and with bowling injured last week, he's been given a chance. He's done well so far.
As you can hear, that wind's starting to pick up now. It's actually swirling around here. It's quite a heavy breeze. It looks like it's now going towards the Jaffas goal.
Might encourage both sides to keep the ball on the deck. Davidson. Fouled by Haynes. Free kick will be taken back on halfway. Fadjovic back to Davidson. Davidson to McPherson, plays it back to Wheelhouse. Back to Davidson, well played by the Jaffas here. Davidson looks long. Just couldn't find Dino Fadjovic and the ball rolls back to Pearce. Pearce throws it early to Kenarowski. Well tackled by Tom Smart, dispossessing Cal Lewis. Has a hit. Easily saved by Pearce though. That won't trouble him. Poor throw out though. Makes its way to Paul eventually, but looked dangerous. Casaroli with the ball now. Beautiful outside of the football to Scott Pettit. Pettit has Tippett in the box again. Opts to go to Casaroli. Back to Pettit. Rolls out for a goal kick.
He almost got round his man there, just that last touch before it went over the byline, just let him down. Haven't had much possession up that end of the field, but they've certainly created 2 chances already for Magic. A little more clinical finishing, could be a different story.
As they work their way into it, get used to the wind. Look to see Danny Ireland being forced into some good outstretched saves. A good ball in behind by Matt Paul. Davidson cleans up well, clears it for a corner.
All right, so it's our first corner of the match here. And like I said, this corner from this side is going to be going somewhat into the wind. Looks as though the Westpac helicopter is about to land just behind us here at Magic Park.
Pettit whips in the corner. Finds Peddington. Shot on target. Not cleared. Oh, cleared by Wheelhouse. Matt Paul on to Casaroli. Blocked by McPherson. Casaroli trying the speculator. Kenarowski with the ball now. Looks long to Haynes. Davidson cut out that header. Haynes again. Now Peddington. Cleared again by Davidson. Cal Bradbury's in behind here, but again, Adam Pearce cleans up. Goes high. John Griffiths gives away another foul.
Just inside their halfway, they'll have a free kick from there.
More promising signs from Broadmeadow, creating another chance. A good corner from Pettit and well met by Peddington. Wheelhouse will, you think he'll look long here. Goes to Smart. Smart tries for a hit, but blocked by Casaroli. Casaroli back to Matt Paul. Paul looks long for Tippett.
That's a good ball.
Tippett will get there first. Could be one-on-one with Joe Wheelhouse. Had Lewis and Pettit in the box, but just couldn't find him. Goes again though. Well cut out by Davidson. Casaroli with the ball now. Tippett with his 3rd attempt. Can only find Danny Ireland. Ireland looks long for Fadjovic. Heads it on, but no runner. Peddington with the ball now. Again cut out by Davidson. Matt Paul dispossesses Fadjovic. Berlin.
Well, he's brought the free kick there, back here, looking to play advantage. He thought he might be able to let play go on here, the referee, but he's brought it back. Looks like Berlin just a clip there, Blake.
Looks to be in a little bit of pain. He'll walk it off though.
He's definitely one of those guys that needs to get up there, one of the taller players in the Magic side. They'll certainly be looking for his noggin at certain times throughout the day.
Won't they, what, Brendan? A good little set play. Cut out though by Dino Fadjovic.
Yeah, a bit of a waste there. A couple of wastes with a few of the free kicks. They really need to take advantage of those.
Haynes will take the throw in. As Lewis, Paul and Berlin to aim for. Goes to Paul. Paul looks to find Tippett. Too far though. Headed out by Sessions. Bradbury with the ball now. Onto Palozzi. Palozzi again looking for the through ball. Too far though. Pierce to Kenarowski.
Magic starting to find their feet now.
They are indeed. Kenarowski looks long for Tippett. All defended again by Davidson. McPherson finds Tom Smart. All tackled by Casaroli. Strong tackle there for Tom Smart. Berlin in the thick of it again. Paul to Berlin. Back to Paul. All tackled by Palozzi. Pennington will go all the way back to Pierce. Pierce looks long, can only find Sessions. Sessions looks long again, both teams turning over the ball. Kenarowski to McPherson. This is Remington out on the left. Kenarowski and Pettit, too much for him though. He's gone down again, but we'll continue with the play. No, Pettit's put the ball out for him. Looks in a bit of strife, Luke Remington. Second time he's gone down today, clutching at that left knee, I think.
Yeah, I think the first one was a knock, but I think he's been knocked on that same left knee again. And I tell you, it'll be costly if they're going to have to make a change this early in the game, Blake.
You're not wrong. They do have good options on the bench though. Todd Griffin, Riley McNaughton, Mick Lawrence and Wilson Edwards. A lot of depth with both sides.
Well, he is sitting up. I don't think it's as bad. Getting a little massage there on the knee, no doubt. Those healing hands will get him up on the field. But mate, it's been pretty even so far. I think Lambton certainly came out firing at the first couple of minutes, but that midfield in the for the Magic side has started to string some of those passes together. No, actually, that looks like they're signaling to the bench for him to come off here.
Looks in a lot of pain.
We'll just bring the camera down and see who they've got in the replacement here. Bit of a loss here for the Jaffas. It looks as though they haven't even got anybody warming up, so it looks like we're going to start play again.
They've got Riley McNaughton ready to go, taking his jacket off, and I dare say he'll be on in the next stoppage. Kenarowski with the ball now. Looks for a long diagonal ball to Haynes. Haynes wins the header against Denis Vajovic. Gets the ball back, finds Tippett. Tippett to Lewis. Goes back to John Griffiths.
Just to clarify for all you watching Bar TV today, Lambton Jaffas down to 10 men through injury, but like Blake said, no doubt the next player will come on next stoppage.
Tencheski just giving McNaughton his final instructions before he sends him into the play. Haynes with the ball now. Berlin, good overlapping run down the left. Has numbers in the box. Tom Smart heads clear. Desperate killings by Palozzi to Pennington. Pennington finds Berlin in space on the left sideline. Matt Paul with a good overlapping run in behind. Great ball though by Berlin to find Lewis. Berlin again with the ball. Has a shot. Easily saved by Danny Ireland.
Yeah, he was lucky there. He failed to clear the ball. That's defending 101. If you get the ball inside your box, mate, you put that up here at the top of Magic Stadium if you can.
Berlin with the ball now. Matt Paul back to Pennington. Pennington looking for Berlin, but intercepted by Tom Smart. Palozzi on to Denis Vajovic. I've just had word in from Gary Fisher, Brendan. Charlestown are up 1-0 at the moment over Adamstown.
There you go. I tell you what, both Charlestown and the Lake Macquarie side have both been playing well. Both sitting lower down the ladder. But look, after Lake Macquarie's 5-1 win last week, and of course Charlestown taking the lead here 1-0, this is an open competition. I think a lot of people weren't expecting to see Magic and the Jaffas as low down the ladder as what they were. Of course, the Jets, we know that the Jets has started off great this season, and mate, they're just continuing that stream going.
They did indeed yesterday with a 2-0 win over South Cardiff. Bo McDonald opened the scoring. Rounded keeper Mick Stafford slotted the ball into an empty net, and then Radovan Pavicevic scored the side's second. One of the competition's leading goal scorers. He's a dead set threat, and it was bad to see him go down in the second half with a suspected broken arm.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a loss for that side, that's for sure.
They do have Brandon Lundy to come back as well, so he'll fill the void hopefully in the coming weeks for the side. But return to the action here, Berlin. Well tackled by Fajovic. Tom Smart with the ball now, finds Polozzi. Polozzi can't control him, Piddington picks up the ball. Back to John Griffiths. Goes wide to Kanarowski. Kanarowski to Pettit. McPherson with the ball now. Has options in front of him.
Intercepted there by Magic.
Matt Paul. Polozzi just looking for someone out left, but had no one there. Paul goes back to Piddington now. Piddington back to Pearce. Pearce to Piddington. Polozzi shuts him down well. Matt Paul with the ball now. Goes long looking for Tippett, but he's offside.
Well, he's lucky there, only just offside, but I tell you what, Blake, since Remington's gone off, I don't think Jaffas have had much of the ball since then. It looks like the Magic midfield has started to take supremacy on that part of the park, and it looks as though with Piddington at the back there, they're looking pretty solid.
Good ball in behind by Haynes looking for Tippett. Tippett gets past Wheelhouse, but again Davidson cleans up.
He was lucky there, he was almost through.
McNaughton, a good first touch, finding Fajovic. Gives away a foul though. Just as we thought, Brendan Remington has the ice down there on the sideline on his left knee. Not a good sign for him or the Jaffas. Smart with the ball now. As Ken. Polozzi thought he was offside there, but he actually had Kanarowski behind him. Pearce rolls short to Paul. Joe Wheelhouse turns Tippett. Looks for a long diagonal ball to Dino Fajovic. Cleared by Kanarowski, but only out for a throw-in. Fajovic all the way back to Sessions. Sessions to McPherson. McPherson to Wheelhouse.
Yeah, they just seem to be going backwards here, the Jaffas.
I think they'll need a few minutes to adjust with McNaughton coming in for Remington. But once they do, look to see them back to the attacking style they were playing a little bit earlier.
Got a throw in here in a good spot.
McNaughton goes back to Sessions. Sessions finds Tom Smart, well controlled. A good tackle though by John Griffiths. Could start a counter attack here for Magic as Casaroli finds Haynes. Haynes spots the run of Berlin and plays a good ball into his path. Again, Berlin got around Denis Fajovic initially, but then was fouled. They'll win a free kick.
Yeah, let's hope they can do something more than the last free kick in a similar position. Like I said, you got the likes of Berlin and Hayne up the front there.
Berlin looks like he'll be maybe taking this one. Him and Pettit standing over the ball. They've got Griffiths, Tippett and Haynes in the box. Casaroli lingering outside. It's Pettit who hits it, tipped over the bar by Danny Ireland out for a corner.
Yeah, that's not a bad effort. At least it was on goal.
Pettit will take another corner down from that left-hand corner spot.
And as you can see from the cars here, there's a great crowd here at Magic Park. They always get good numbers, and especially being a bit of a derby up against the Jaffas.
Pettit's corner just too long, as you said. Magic versus Lambton in the past couple of years has become a big fixture after the Jaffas' success last year. Defeated here in the grand final by Magic. Actually haven't beat Broadmeadow since the 9th of June last year, so they'll be looking to turn that around today. Lewis with the ball, dispossessed by Sessions. A good ball from Polozzi finds Carl Bradbury, gets in behind, looks 2-on-1, him and Fajovic, makes a lot of work for himself.
Oh, he needed to get that ball. He needed to get that ball to the open player.
Yeah, a good little tap by John Griffiths put him off his balance, but that could come back to haunt Lambton.
Yeah, absolutely. He certainly had a player free here at the top of the box. Just needed to get that ball slotted to the guy standing at the top of the box, and he almost had a free shot to an open goal. But that's the first good chance that Lambton have had since that injury.
Pettit picks up a yellow card for kicking the ball away.
Yeah, that's schoolboy. You can't be doing that. Yeah, like I said, there was a couple of cards in the game earlier. Certainly entertaining with only 10 men on each side. But like I said, it was a 1-1 draw in the under-19s, and then 2-0 to the Jaffas in reserves.
As you can see, we're still 0-0 here in the first grade fixture. The round 13 match of the round. Joe Williams with the ball now. Strong tackle by Kanarowski. Lambton win the throw in. Sessions to Polozzi. Polozzi looks long for Caleb Bradbury.
Yeah, he's definitely got some speed down there. It looks like Bradley. He's getting down that left-hand side. The chances that they've had so far have come down that left.
He's always an option for the Jaffas. They do utilise his pace well, as you see him get in behind just before and create a chance.
Looks like a long throw here.
McNaughton into the box, looking for Fajovic. Ball falls out to Smart, whose shot was on target, but was offside anyway, so it didn't count. Pearce will restart. Looks long, looking for Pettit and Tippett. Only finds Sessions though. Kanarowski with the ball now. On to Tippett. Sessions again cuts it out. Well chested down by Bradbury, looking for McNaughton.
Funnily enough, that wind has totally dropped off here, Blake.
It has.
It's definitely a swirling wind.
Well won there by Casaroli. Haynes immediately looks for Pettit. One of Magic's target men out there on the right.
That's ricocheted for a goal kick there.
That has. Davidson with the ball now. Onto Smart. Smart finds Dennis Vajovic. Tips it around Matt Paul.
That's great work.
Gets to it before Piddington. All defended by Piddington though. He's a solid character at the back.
He certainly is, and he almost plays like a bit of a midfielder as well. He's great on the ball.
He does. Just sorry to interrupt you there, Brendan, but Pulozzi just knocked the ball through Matt Paul's legs and looked for a cross in the box to find Bradbury or McNaughton, but again, Pierce cleans up. As you said, Brendan, he often moves forward. You'll see him sometimes at the end of games, even going up front as well. They love to use his strength at the back end of the games in the front third. As Haynes fouled here by Dennis Vajovic.
I must admit, when you see Piddington, he looks a little bit more like a front row for the Wallabies with that beard, but no, he's certainly solid and a bit of an intimidating character as well at the back there, but certainly has the skills when he's got the ball on his feet.
Berlin looks for a cross, but only finds Sessions. Here's Piddington with the ball now. Goes wide to Kanarowski. Back to Haynes. Haynes turns. Pulozzi finds Berlin with a bit of space. He'll run it again at Vajovic. Wins the corner. Pettit will come down and take this one again.
Don't think the Jaffas have had a corner yet up that end.
No, you are right. They had a good free kick that Sessions took down here in front of us, but 33 minutes gone. As Pettit whips in across, cleared by Joe Wheelhouse. Only to Cal Lewis though. Looks for Kanarowski. Intercepted by Smart, but Lewis wins the foul. You'll see Pettit jog back across the field to take this one.
Yeah, they're certainly creating a bit of pressure here, Magic. A couple of slight chances. It's just that final ball, really. That final ball and the odd finish here and there that's just letting them down. But pretty sure if Berlin or Haynes get one in front, they won't muck up their chance.
Ball was travelling to Haynes, but well cut out by Wheelhouse. Berlin beats Davidson. Forced out wide by Vajovic. Plays Kanarowski. Oh, Casaroli rather. Berlin can't control that one and runs out for a throw in. Danger. Gone for the Jaffas. McNaughton heads on looking for Vajovic and finds him. Good defending by Matt Paul.
Looks like he's got a free kick there.
Let's give it a free kick away. McNaughton will be forced to go back to where it was.
Referee made the call, so you're going to be doing all game, linesman. Make sure you call every all game, yeah? Call that one. You call every game, yeah? Make sure that you hold your flag when something happens.
Yep, so starting to get a bit vocal there, the Magic boys.
Berlin just reminding the linesman of something or other. As he goes long there looking for Tippett. Davison with a good pass, flicked over his head to McPherson. Wheelhouse with the ball now. Goes to McNaughton. Finds Dennis Vajovic out here on the left. Magic's Lambton's right.
Just couldn't control that then.
Casaroli with the ball. Magic win the throw in. Matt Paul throws it in looking for Haynes. Ball controlled by Haynes, but gives over the ball. Piddington with a great ball to Pettit, who congratulates him while it was in the air. Pettit has Kanarowski to his right, plays Lewis, who then finds Kanarowski. Back to Pettit. Kanarowski now. Well defended by Lambton, not letting Magic get a cross in. Piddington goes all the way back to Pearce. Lambton looking very agile at the front. Fadjevic, Bradbury, Tommy Smart defending well to win the ball back, putting pressure on Magic, and that ball wasn't the right option, but good thinking by McNaughton. Pearce goes long, looking for Pettit. Sessions wins the header, finds Bradbury. Bradbury to Polozzi, onto Tom Smart, who finds the run of Bradbury, but just couldn't control the ball.
Oh, that was lucky there. He almost slotted that through the tiny gap that was there. That would have been a one-on-one situation if that got through.
Williams with the ball now to McNaughton. Onto Polozzi. Polozzi looking for Fadjevic, but can't find him. Pearce with the ball again. Pearce out to Matt Paul. Matt Paul looks long for Tippett. Danny Allen cleans up.
Yeah, they're consistently looking for that long ball, aren't they, Broadmeadow? They're getting the ball on the halfway or just before the halfway mark, and they're sending that long lofted ball up to trying to find their front men.
Tippett, a very strong character. They trust him to do the job, and he's done it well so far. John Griffiths with a good tackle. Sparks an attack for Magic. Lewis, though, just seems to have tricked himself out there on the right sideline, and the ball runs out for a throw-in. Magic win the ball back, though. Lewis onto Berlin. Beat to Wheelhouse and plays a good ball in. Tippett was away, and his shot missed anyway, but he was offside. Another good sign for Broadmeadow. They're creating a few chances now.
Yeah, the linesman had the flag up straight away there. He certainly still had a shot, went well wide anyway. Look, I think it's going to be interesting. This wind's picked up again, and it looks like it might be sticking around now. So we'll see whether or not Broadmeadow can continue with that long ball. Might be a different story in the second half.
Wheelhouse looks long for Fadjevic. Well controlled. Felled by Kanarowski.
Yeah.
The 40th minute, Lambton win themselves a free kick in a dangerous area.
Yeah, it is. Like we've been saying, Magic have really had the better of that middle part of this half. But look, this is in a great spot here for the Jaffas. You know, one thing about the Magic side, they don't have too many tall characters in that back line, but they certainly are solid.
Too true. As we mentioned before, Piddington, somewhat of a scary character. Very strong.
There's Pearce jumping up and down. He's marshalling his wall into position here. Will they go for shot?
Polozzi looks to whip this one in. No, Sessions will play it back to Polozzi, who hits it. Cleared on the line by Peter Haynes, but a good little set piece play there. That one's run out for a corner. Cheeky little dummy there by McNaughton.
Yeah, an okay shot. It was certainly on goal, but they certainly need to hit it with a bit more power and a little height if they're going to try and beat Pearce. He's certainly a stringy keeper, quite a lanky fella.
Good corner in by Polozzi. Pearce punched the ball into the head of Tom Smart, and that runs out for a goal kick. Ends up being.
Yeah, he's lucky there actually. He has got a hand on it, but straight into the forehead it looks like, or maybe even the ear. The Jaffas player.
Pearce to Kanarowski. Kanarowski looking for Haynes, but just can't find him. Casaroli turns
turn.
Tom Smart. Yeah, too true, Brendan. And a good ball to go with it. Finds Pettit. Pettit and Berlin look to have swapped wings here. Pettit will come down to the left-hand side and so has Sessions. He's followed him. Denis Fajovic has gone to left back and taken Berlin with him. Interesting little tactical swap there from the sides. Palozzi beats the challenge of Casaroli.
Slid in, that could have gone either way then.
Finds Bradbury. Intercepted by Lewis, who finds Pettit. Pettit to Paul. Paul looking for Tippett, but it can only find Davidson. Well intercepted by Tom Smart. That one runs out for a throw-in.
Just gone over the line there.
Pennington with the ball. Goes back to Pearce. Pearce looks for Berlin. Finds him well. Berlin just had no one running off him as Joe Wheelhouse here finds Bradbury. Denis Fajovic makes the run behind him into the box.
No one on the back stick there. Looks like it was too big anyway.
But it was. Runs out for a goal kick. 43 minutes gone on your Bar TV scoreboard. The score is still 0-0. We predicted an attacking game at the start. That it has been, but we haven't seen a goal to go with it yet. Mick Norton with the ball now. Dispossessed by Casaroli. Lewis looks for Tippett, but just too long. Cleaned up by Danny Island.
Yeah, they're still persisting with that long ball, aren't they, Magic? They're trying to slot that through and trying to get the one-off striker to get through that gap there. But like I said, it'll be interesting to see what they do after the second half and see whether or not they keep those tactics or if they keep the ball lower down to the ground going into the wind.
Yeah, I'd say Chappie will have him in the second half, playing the shorter balls, looking to build up, doing what they're good at. The long ball hasn't worked for him today, but Palozzi and or Davidson give away a foul there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a tough call. That could have gone either way then as well.
A great touch there by Scotty Pettit. Gets past Sessions. Just no options. McPherson looks for a good ball in behind. Couldn't find Bradbury. Lewis puts it through the legs of McNaughton out to Kenarowski. Kenarowski to Haynes. Continues his run. Haynes whips the ball in looking for Tippett. Danny Island spills. Tippett just on the ground, couldn't capitalise.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. The keeper spilled the ball, but Tippett had already gone to ground and just couldn't get his foot to the ball to put it in the net. Tried kicking it from the ground, but had no luck.
As we enter the stoppage time for the first half, 45th minute, as Pearce looking a little shaky there. Clearance doesn't find the sideline. Pennington cleans up though.
Yeah, no doubt we'll have a couple of minutes in injury time here after Remington leaving the field.
Haynes with the ball now. Looks long for Berlin. Finds him with a super ball. Berlin running at Fajovic. Cuts it back looking for Lewis, but well intercepted by McPherson. McPherson finds McNaughton. A great ball to Bradbury.
Yeah, he's looked good, McNaughton, since coming off the bench. So what they've lost in Remington, they've certainly gained in McNaughton coming on.
Fajovic, well won back.
Yeah, he's done well there. There you go. He's Magic player was out in front, but he's been able to get back in front of him and dispossess him.
Tommy Smart's shot blocked there by Polozzi. Just couldn't get out of the way. And Magic win themselves a goal kick.
Yeah, so we probably don't have much more time left in this half, mate. It's been a pretty good half so far, actually. There has been a couple of chances. I think, like we said, Lambton got off to a good start, and then Magic really started to stamp their authority on the game. But Lambton have had a couple of chances late on in this first half.
They have, and they, as we saw earlier on, had Bradbury's chance. They've looked good on set plays, as have Magic. Fajovic and Polozzi both offside there. Piddington looks to slow down the play, and there's half time. Here at Magic Park, half time. The score is Broadmeadow 0, Lambton 0. We will join you after this break. See you soon.
Like we were saying before, it's 0-0, and we'd like to welcome everybody to Bar TV's live coverage of the NPL match of the round. We've got the Lambton Jaffas changing ends, and they're now running from right to left with the Broadmeadow Magic in the red, who of course have that big clash on Wednesday evening up against the South Cardiff Gunners for the State Cup final. Both qualified for that and have both qualified for the FFA Cup, which will host a number of games here at Wanderers Oval. But looks like we're about to get back underway, Blake, so good luck with the call, and let's hope we see some goals. A bit of a null event in that first half, 0-0. Plenty of chances. Looks like this wind's picked up, and we're away.
Too true, Brendan. A few chances in the first half, but let's hope we can see some goals in the second. Both sides look unchanged. The only notable change was in the first half, with Remington going down and being replaced by McNaughton. So obviously Lambton have 2 substitutes left in the match. Broadmeadow will have their three. A couple of big stars on the sideline for Broadmeadow, with Huck and Conley, Matt Hoole, some good attacking options, Owen Littlewood, a quality wide back, and then Paul Shilawi, quality player from the 22s. Tom Smart, looking a little ginger there. He's back up though, looks to run it off. As Brendan told you about in the first half, there's a bit of a strong breeze. It's actually gotten quite cool over the halftime break. I think there's no weatherman, but it feels like it's dropped a few degrees. Smart with the ball now. Plays Dennis Vajovic. Berlin, lively as usual. Wins possession for his side.
Yeah, no whistle there. That's a bit of a wrestle to win the possession there.
Haynes just couldn't find Pettit with the crossfield ball. Sessions intercepts and goes on a little run. Finds Bradbury. Dino Vajovic, Polozzi in the box. Haynes to Lewis. Lewis was options in front of him. Well defended by McNaughton. A strong tackle, providing good cover for Sessions.
Looks like one of the Magic players has gone down here.
Casaroli looks to have a bleeding nose, being forced off to patch that one up. Be horrible to see his day ended like that. I doubt it will be though.
Yeah, the luxury of being in red shirts though, you can't even see the blood.
Pettit looks to flick that one on, but Joe Wheelhouse will see that one out for a goal kick.
It's actually great to see Wheelhouse running around.
It is. Dropped back into the defensive lineup with Adrian Perisic moving to Brisbane with work commitments. Good to see.
Yeah, he's certainly one of those players that certainly looks good on the ball. His defensive skills are certainly second to none, but out there at the moment. But it also gives that added composure at the back with the ball.
Too true. His distribution is absolutely spot on.
As Lambton almost threaded it through into the box there. Once again, looks like they've had a bit of a pep talk at half time, and they've come out the better at the start again.
Magic defending well and looking to spark some counter-attacks early on, but not successful so far. Casaroli's back on the field and finds Hayne with that. Hayne gives it over. Well defended by Polozzi. Polozzi to Sessions. Sessions is through ball to Bradbury, cut out by John Griffiths. Casaroli to Haynes. Haynes tackled by McNaughton, but it only falls to Kenarowski. some scores around the grounds at half time. Hamilton and Western were 0-0, but Hamilton's come out after the break and gone up 1-0. Edgeworth were leading Lake Macquarie 1-0 at half time.
So we're assuming it's still 1-0 at Charlestown City as well.
Charlestown, yes, we're leading Adamstown 1-0. Hamilton at Darling Street Oval today looking for their first win in 4 games after 3 losses on the trot. Back to the action here. Casaroli finds Pettit with a beautiful outside the football. Well controlled. Plays it to Haynes. Haynes will have a hit, but Joe Wheelhouse defends it easily. Sessions finds McNaughton. McNaughton with space in front of him. Gives it over though. Probably wasn't the best option. McPherson tackles Haynes, but Haynes gets the ball back. Someone bombed up in the air. Good body positioning by Pettit. Pettit to Casaroli. Casaroli looks back to Griffiths. All defended by Bradbury. Goes back to Pearce. Pearce looks long, only finds McPherson, who gives the ball away. Kanarowski with the ball now.
Poor touch there.
Berlin with the ball out in Magic's left-hand touchline. Finds Tippett. Tippett will hold the ball up.
Oh, I tell you what, he's got a little side foot there. It's Broadmeadow Magic player's gone down. Crowd certainly screamed out for a penalty, but the referee waved it away.
Yep, Israel Davidson got the ball. Back to Darling Street Oval. Hamilton have gone up.
Oh, Piddington almost through there, just got clipped. No card though.
They'll continue. Yes, Hamilton have gone up 2-0 over Western at Darling Street. McNaughton with the ball now. Ball intercepted by Griffiths. Plays to Kenarowski.
Oh, too much on that ball.
Good thinking by Kenarowski, but just knocks it out for a throw-in. Wheelhouse with the ball now.
Plenty of time on the ball there. They're not in any rush to pressuring. Oh, there's a bit of a hit there.
Yep, Berlin in the thick of it again. Dennis Vajovic goes short to Wheelhouse. Wheelhouse runs past Berlin. Finds Polozzi. Polozzi strikes, but well blocked. John Griffiths standing strong. Sessions with the ball now.
Wheelhouse has actually stayed up there. It looks almost like he's gone into a central midfield role.
Yep, McPherson's dropped back to cover for him in the back line. Be interested to see if that's just temporary or that's a permanent tactical change for the Jaffas.
Keep our eye on that one. Let the Bar TV viewers know that a bit later.
Oh, he looks to be marching back into the back line here. McPherson, yep, it was just temporary.
Not a bad weapon to have in your arsenal though.
Tutu Brendan, he's had a good career in the A-League and great bonus for the Jaffas.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see actually the A-League, such a strong comp now these days, and proof of that was how well the Socceroos went with really not too many international players. You got the likes of Lecky and Timmy Cahill, of course, but a lot of those players in the Socceroos team were taken from the A-League, and that's only going to filter through here. Of course, there's now Timmy Cahill's looking to come back to Australia and play in the A-League, which will be a big coup.
Back to the action here. Another beautiful ball by Casaroli rather finds Pettit. Pettit dispossessed by McNaughton. Pearce looks wide to Matt Paul. Into Casaroli. Good little 1-2. Paul looks for Tippett. Finds him. Tippett squares it up, but Haynes just can't get there. Sessions will pick up the ball in the right corner. Goes to McNaughton. McNaughton back to Sessions. Sessions goes long looking for Bradbury. Strong tackle by John Griffiths.
Yeah, it was strong defence, and then as soon as he got shoved off that ball, he's given a little shove back, and the referee's given a free kick there to Broadmeadow Magic, with Biddington standing over the ball.
Biddington looks wide to Berlin. A great touch into his path. Has Tippett steaming into the box. Only finds Davidson. Davidson to Tommy Smart. Smart will take the ball over halfway. Finds Zeno Fajovic on the left. Plenty of options. McPherson turns. Plays Bradbury. Bradbury faces the goal. Stood up well by Piddington. Plotty with the ball into the box now. It's a good cross in. Riley McNaughton with the header, making the score 1-0.
Well, we were saying about Remington going off and McNaughton coming on. We weren't sure what that was going to do to the layout of the Jaffas side, but I tell you what, that was a clinical header, one touch straight in the top part of the net. Unfortunately, Adam Pearce had no chance of being able to stop that one. The ball was too good. And the Jaffas have now taken the lead 1-0.
He got a lot of power on it, and all he had to do was get it on target. The cross was a blinder. Absolute bullet, as was the header. 1-0 here at Magic Park.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Magic have got in the tank.
As we said earlier, Lambton haven't beat Magic since last year. Be interesting to see if Lambton can hold on. That goal coming in the 56th minute.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for Magic to...
Here they go again though with Lambton. Sorry to cut you off, Brendan. Bradbury in behind. Well saved by Adam Pearce.
Great save, it's still there though.
Kanarowski to Berlin. Berlin clears. Some anxious moments there for Broadmeadow. Lambton looked to have found some confidence. Haynes with the ball now though. Great ball into the path of Berlin, who has Tippett steaming in the box, petted in behind as well. Davidson read it well. McPherson plays it on to Plotzy. Plotzy to McNaughton. McNaughton back to Sessions. Sessions is pass intercepted by Kanarowski, who finds Haynes. Haynes can't control it. Tommy Smart with the ball now. On to Plotzy. Matt Paul possession. Finds Lewis. Lewis to Berlin. Back to Paul. Paul finds Tippett, but Tippett just offside there.
Yeah, the sideline ref had his flag up pretty early there.
Wheelhouse will restart play. Go short to McPherson. McPherson turns Haynes. Looks wide to Dennis Fajovic. Good running behind by Tommy Smart, creates a hole, but just can't find Bradbury. Adam Pearce with the ball in his hands now.
So there's still half an hour left in the game here.
Plenty of time for Broadmeadow to come back. Danny Allen with the ball now. Take the kick. Go short to Davidson. Davidson goes long and finds Tom Smart. A good interception by Lewis, but it only goes out for a throw-in. Dennis Fajovic will restart the play. Goes back to Davidson. Davidson to Polozzi. Polozzi flicks it onto Bradbury. Well defended by Pennington. Shouts of a handball, but not given. Matt Paul looks long to Lewis. McPherson dispossesses Berlin. Polozzi with the ball now. Tom Smart. Beats Casaroli. Finds Bradbury. McNaughton to Fajovic inside the box. Has a hit, but well blocked again. John Griffiths standing strong. Haynes just trips and
placed his hand on the ball there. That's a bit unfortunate because that is a very, very opportunistic part of the ground for this free kick to be taken from. Almost a carbon copy of the first half. Jaffas came out strong in that first 10 minutes of the first half. But of course, as we called it, the Magic side were able to get back into the game and probably had the better of the first half, but were unable to put the ball in the back of the net. Here we go with a free kick.
Joe Willhouse finds Sessions. Sessions with the left foot cross, but it just travels over the crossbar. Out for a goal kick. Pearce will grab the ball to restart. Just past the hour mark, the 61st minute of the match. You're with Bar TV, the round 13 match of the round at Magic Park. Lambton Jaffas 1, leading Broadmeadow 0.
Yeah, Blake, it'll be interesting to see what happens on the Broadmeadow bench. They certainly need to do something to get. Oh, here we go. No, that last ball's just let him down. But like I said, they almost need to look at getting an impact player off the bench.
Too true, Brendan. Just as you say that, Huckin Carnley and Matt Hull have gone to take their paces down the sideline, warming up. I'm assuming Carnley will be introduced as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think both those players offer a lot of speed, actually, so that maybe is what's needed. They're certainly not using that long ball in this second half, the Magic side, so they might be trying to get them down the flanks with those two replacements. Well won by the Jaffas.
Bradbury with the chance. Kanarowski with a great tackle.
It is a very good tackle. They've won themselves a corner.
Just as we mentioned with the FFA Cup Magic qualifying, the pair there down warming up on the sideline were absolutely instrumental in their semi-final win. Crushed Boambi 5-1. Hill with a double, Carnley with a double. Hill with a couple of assists as well. They're handy players to have. Polozzi will look to whip in this corner. Only finds Berlin. Fajovic's shot blocked. Gets the ball back though and plays Davidson. McPherson with the ball now. All the way back to Danny Island.
He hasn't had to do too much, Danny Island. He's certainly in this second half. Most of the play's been taken down to the Jaffas end of the ground.
Too true.
No, he hasn't been able to keep that in there.
Yep, as Lambton win a throw in dangerous area.
See if they do another one of those long throws. No, takes it short.
Tommy Smart looks like he'll come back to Davidson. He does. Smart with the ball again down the right hand side. McNaughton in the box again. They'll be looking to find him after his earlier goal. Deflected out for a corner there. Matt Paul, good defence.
Yeah, I don't know what was said in the change rooms, but the Jaffas have certainly come out firing here. Magic looked very slow to get started and not looking so good on the ball like they were in that first half.
Talking to Dave Tancheski during the week, and he said that his side would be looking to find some consistency they haven't had this year, and they continue this with the perfect opportunity.
It's a good clearance by Magic.
Well headed by Davidson. Haynes with the ball now. A great little turn. Beats Polozzi and McNaughton and then fouled. Polozzi just taking the ball back where he thinks it should be played. Piddington will think he'd go to Pettit here. Doesn't. Goes to Haynes. Again, Haynes is fouled by McNaughton. He's proven a little too hot to handle there, Peter Haynes.
Yeah, he's a class player. Definitely leads from the front, and looks like he's going to step over this one and probably a bit far out to have a shot. But they could certainly. No, he's going to have a quick one. No, he doesn't.
No, there's an abundance of plays coming into the back stick. He'll probably look to curl this one in behind. He does. Casaroli and Tippett the closest to it. Danny Allen catches well.
Too much on that one. They haven't really taken advantage of those stoppages or set plays, I should say.
Just as you say that, Dino Fajovic rounded Matty Paul there and got a good looking cross into the box, but cleared for a throw in, for a corner rather. And here we have a tactical substitution. I believe Reece Tippett will go to right back in place of Kenarowski, who's coming off, and Hucken Conley will be introduced to the game, and he'll go up front, just as Magic did last week when they looked to come back from the deficit against the Jets. Tippett, an experienced right back, since coming to Broadmeadow. He's played much of his football there. That corner just too far again by Polozzi. Lambton might think about putting someone steaming on that back stick next time they win a corner from that side, because a few times he has overhit the ball.
Absolutely, they've had 4 corners to nil in this second half, but haven't really troubled Pearce with any of their corners so far. Oh, good touch there from Piddington just to get a little piece on the head.
Dennis Fajovic picks up the ball now in his own half, plays back to Davidson. Davidson to McPherson. McPherson back to Danny Island. He goes long. McNaughton wins the header. Good football here by Lambton. Sessions looking for that long ball. Griffiths clears.
Yeah, good defence there. If in doubt, get it out.
Both sides with 2 substitutions left. McNaughton with the ball down the left-hand side now. Tippett covers well.
And there's no one in short. This could be one of these Rory DeLapp type shies coming in. No, he's come back.
Dennis Fajovic picks up the ball and has a strike. On target too, from roughly 25 to 30 metres out. Pearce swallows it easy.
Yeah, you can do that when you're 1-0 up.
But you can. Pearce goes long. Wheelhouse wins the header. Casaroli with the ball now. Finds Pettit. Pettit to Conley. Sessions looks long. Can only find Reece Tippett. Tippett is Casaroli. Into Conley. Lambton win the ball back, and a good ball in behind by Alex Polozzi. Leaves Cale Bradbury one-on-one with Pearce. Has a second bite at the cherry after Pearce saves the first attempt. Oh, Adam Pearce with another beautiful save.
2 great saves from the replacement keeper. Well, that is just, I mean, one-on-one, he really should have scored then, but that was a great save for the keeper, Adam Pearce, coming out and stopping that.
He's certainly keeping his side in the match, Adam Pearce.
Absolutely, and then that second attempt for shot, very, very good on target. Adam Pearce just got a strong palm to push that ball just shy of the upright. Lambton having a corner. Let's see what they can do. They've wasted the previous 4. Magic under the pump.
Polozzi knocks it in. Wheelhouse wins the header. Out for a throw-in. Worth mentioning, Brendan, just during that break in play, there was a substitution. Matt Hill's been introduced into the game, and Cal Lewis has come to the bench. He shifts us over for the day. Just as we predicted, Hill and Carnley into the game to spark a comeback. But here we go with Dino Fajovic on the end of a good ball by Sessions. Made a good run into the box and tried to beat Pearce at his near stick. Found the side netting though, and Lambton beginning to really dominate here with some chances, but the way Magic counter-attack, we know they're a team that can come back from 1-0 down. You'd think Lambton would really be trying to find a second.
Absolutely, it's been all Lambton so far. They said, oh, that's going to be a free kick in a great spot.
He'll pick up a yellow card for that. Polozzi dangerous with the free kicks from here. Sessions he's known for his left foot drives as well from the dead ball. So after the referee writes this one into his book, it'll be interesting to see. Also, Joe Wheelhouse we know what he can do from the set piece as well.
Yeah, it looks like the Jaffas are really trying to get those screws nice and deep into this match now. They've got a great opportunity here with a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. A couple of balks.
Polozzi hits it off the wall, falls to Sessions.
Oh, that's a great tackle.
Not clear though. Calls for a handball and not given.
I'll tell you what, they're lucky to get away with that, Broadmeadow Magic. They certainly didn't look in control there.
Neither did Lambton though, in saying that, but it did fall to them well a few times. Sessions with a shot, well blocked though by Tippett.
Magic finally up in their half. What can they do?
Haynes finds Berlin. Can't control though, and frustratingly the ball runs out for a goal kick.
Yeah, look, they've just got to remain composed here, the Magic side, because there's still 20 odd minutes left in this game plus injury time, and the Jaffas haven't really outplayed them for the majority of the match. Just these last 10-15 minutes, they've been playing very, very well, very clinically.
Casaroli wins the header. Pinson, strong as well. Berlin just couldn't time his run, caught offside after a good ball by Pettit. Wheelhouse will restart play. "73 minutes have gone here at Magic Park in the round 13 match of the round. Lambton still leading Broadmeadow 1-0.
I'll tell you what, Blake, we haven't seen much from the referee, and that's always a good sign. He hasn't really had to do much, the old referee, but what he has done, it seems like he's got correct every time, as Broadmeadow. No, that's going to run out for a goal kick. Yeah, like I said, he's had a good game, actually, this referee. I haven't seen him too often myself going around the grounds, but he's certainly quite composed and, seems like he's handling the game pretty well.
That's what we love to see. A nice flowing game. Temperature continues to drop. The breeze is becoming quite chilly here at Magic Park. Island goes long. Pennington's header can't find Berlin or Haynes. Tommy Smart with the ball now.
Does well
Beats
there.
Hill, yep. Then beats Paul, but Hill cleans up. Hill looking for Berlin, but he knew he was offside, so he had to leave it. Frustratingly runs down to Danny Island. He'll take his time. Haynes forces the pick up. Island will go long. Looking for Tommy Smart. Pennington though, too strong, wins the header.
Yeah, the sun's gone down now. That chill factor's starting to play a bit of a role along with that wind. Probably less for the players and more for the spectators, to be honest.
Davidson looks for Palozzi. Well tackled by Pennington. Berlin looking for a 1-2 with Hull, but his flicked attempt just didn't come off. Here we have Dino Fajovic with the volley. Another double save by Adam Pearce. He's absolutely on fire today.
Yeah, he certainly is there, Blake, and he's keeping Magic in the game here. They're absolutely getting dominated on the ball at the moment, and if without the likes of Pearce, Jaffas would well and truly. Oh, here we go. They're away again.
We mentioned in the first half, Broadmeadow trying to play the long ball. The ball's in behind. It wasn't coming off for them, but it's certainly coming off here for Lambton. I think Broadmeadow seem to be trying to press. At times they're playing with three at the back. But yeah, Lambton testing Adam Pearce well and truly, but he's up to the challenge.
Yeah, that double save is as good as you'll see, actually.
Just like his previous one with Bradbury. Haynes with the ball now in space. Looks up and has a hit. Danny Island though, straight into his hands.
Yeah, a bit of desperation falling into the Magic game now. Still plenty of time left, 15 minutes.
Tommy Smart with the ball. Foul by Pennington.
As you can imagine, the crowd underneath is starting to get pretty agitated. Especially after Magic really played well in that first half, but they just don't seem to get a foothold in this second half. Whether or not it's the wind, probably not. I think it's more whatever tactics got talked about in the sheds at half time. Lambton Jaffas has had the better of the run.
Magic will be desperate to come back and get a result here, otherwise it will be the third NPL loss in a row. Round 11, losing 2-1 to Western at Rockwell Automation Park, and last week getting beat 3-0 here by the Jets. It's not something that the club or the players nor Chappie will be proud of. Here's Pettit though. Well defended by Sessions. On to McNaughton. McNaughton fouls Pettit. Tippett rather. Magic win a free kick in a dangerous area.
Yeah, it certainly is a dangerous area. They need to spark something now, the Magic players. Got three of them crowding around the ball. Shouldn't be in a rush for this. They really need to make sure of it.
It'll be Matty Paul to whip it in. Lots of numbers in the box. Casaroli, Berlin, Pettit, Carnley, Pennington, even John Griffiths and Haynes.
Well, here we go. Bit of push and shove.
Yeah, Sessions and Berlin seem to have clashed heads, and
yeah, Berlin's getting taken from behind by the Jaffas keeper. All right, looks like it's all calmed down a bit now. No, there's definitely some tension. There's definitely the crowd starting to get involved now, and It's been a pretty open second half, I must admit.
I think the side that keeps their head here will probably be the side to come out with the 3 points. Both sides need to cool it.
Yeah, referee's just talking to Berlin there, saying, mate, you're going to have to calm down here. Looks like Pitting, and Haynes as well is tapping his nose. All right, so it looks like the referee's going to stand in the box here just to make sure there's no pushing and shoving. He's had plenty of time over the ball here now for Magic, and
he's had a lot of time to think about what he's going to do, hasn't he, Brendan?
Absolutely. Got Peter Haynes at the front there, Berlin as well. Let's see what they do.
In comes the ball. Found its way over everyone to Casaroli, and a good touch, just couldn't connect with the shot. Berlin.
I was just going to say, it looks like he had a good touch, but then he had an air swing when he came time to actually having the shot. He was in a good spot.
Berlin and Sessions continuing their little argument. We can only hope that that one just stops before someone does something silly. But back to football. We have Pettit on the ball. Plays calmly. Looks for it to get back, but Lambton have a response again. John Griffiths with the ball here now. Inside to Casaroli. Casaroli wins the throw in. Pettit holds up Sessions well, but Sessions gets the better of him. Looks for the through ball in behind, just too far. Adam Pearce looks to knock it long, but it just slices it a little. And
yeah, that's all right though. You don't mind your keeper making a mistake with a kick out as opposed to an actual save.
Exactly, he's kept them in the match. 9 minutes remaining here at Magic Park on the Bar TV scoreboard. Let's look to see what Magic can do.
Yeah, he's going to get a card there for that.
Yeah, Bradbury takes down Matt Paul, gets the yellow card. Matt Hill with the ball now. They restart play quick. Hill finds Haynes. Haynes holds it up well. Finds Hill. Hill to Carnley. Carnley comes out here to Pettit. Pettit takes on Sessions. Ball. Magic get it back. Starting to mount some pressure here, Broadmeadow. Lambton again have the answer. Too strong. Polozzi with the ball now. Outside of the foot through ball into the path of Fajovic. It's a great ball. Gets past Tippett. Tries to square it up to Bradbury but can't find him. It's an action-packed finish here at Magic Park.
Absolutely. The game's certainly become quite open now.
Both teams beginning to tire. The gaps start opening and there's a foul from Casaroli.
Looks like we're going to have a substitution here for the Jaffas.
Sessions making way for Michael Lawrence. Oh no, not Sessions. I thought that would be a strange one. Tommy Smart comes off. Looking a bit ginger, as he has throughout the match, limping. Lawrence comes on. Good option for the side out wide. Joe Wheelhouse looks to restart play by finding McNaughton, which he does. And Lambton have given away a goal kick.
He did pretty well there. He had two Magic players on him nice and tight. But that just dribbled past the byline for a Magic goal kick.
Adam Pearce looks long. Haynes holding up Sessions. Sessions wins the header again though. Casaroli looking for Pettit, just can't find him.
Coming now.
Sessions throw a bit too far. Haynes gives away the ball there and McPherson finds Dennis Fajovic. Looks long. Looking for Bradbury, but Matt Paul stands him up well. Piddington with the ball now. Piddington looks long for Berlin. Again, Davidson, strong with the head.
Yeah, he's been good today, Davison. He's certainly been pretty rock solid. He and Joe Wheelhouse.
He's got that vision, Davidson. He knows when a long ball's going to come. He drops off 5 or 6 steps, and that allows him to always be there to head clear. Pettit with the ball now. Dispossessed by McNaughton and Polozzi. Lawrence plays Bradbury. Bradbury gets in behind the defence and wins a corner. Scott Pettit, Reece Tippett rather, deflects it out for a corner. Pearce looks to kick it out there. Restart play. A bit quicker to give his side a bit longer.
Yeah, it's been. This will be about the 6th or 7th corner for the Jaffas. Broadmeadow Magic still having the ball up their end of the field.
A good header away by Tippett. Fadjevic's shot sliced. Haynes to Hull, and Hull now out to Pettit. Pennington at the back stick. A good run not found by Pettit. Well defended by Joe Wheelhouse. Haynes with the ball now. A cheeky little back heel finds its way to Pennington. Pennington just fouls Lawrence there. Lambton will slow the play down.
Yeah, he was dispossessed and just threw his leg out and clipped the heel of the Jaffas player.
4.5 minutes left of normal time.
Up comes the keeper. Looks like they're starting to slow things down. I think the Jaffas are in full control now. Something brilliant's going to have to come from the Magic team.
Ireland goes long, looking for Fadjevic. Holds it up well. Rolls away though to Matt Hull. Over the sideline for a throw-in. Fadjevic into his brother Dino. Dino gets the cross in, looking for Cal Bradbury, but well cleared again by John Griffiths.
Yeah, Blake, this has been a really good effort from the Lambton Jaffas. Like we were saying before, both Magic and the Jaffas had a fairly slow start to the season. But, you know, after the Magic were able to qualify for the FFA Cup. Oh, it's in!
Joe Wheelhouse, cool as you like. Another assist by Alex Polozzi, a brilliant corner. Wheelhouse gets up and heads it up into that same top left-hand corner that Riley McNaughton's chance went into.
I'll tell you what, Blake, you can't have 7 or 8 corners to none and not eventually put one in the back of the net. It was always going to happen eventually. The Magic team have really they've played really well. They're just this Jaffas team's come out rampant after that half-time break, and now they've got the buffer. With only 3 minutes to go, it's almost murder she wrote.
Just as that goal goes in, we get word from Gary Fisher at Darling Street Oval. Hamilton have gone up 3-0 over Western. You'd think, with not long remaining at Darling Street, that Hamilton will move 3 points clear of Broadmeadow, leaving them on 7th.
Yeah, and Western, to be honest, Western have they had a really strong start to their season, but they've dropped off in the last few rounds as well. So, look, last year Broadmeadow Magic really were the team to beat, but it's certainly very, very open here, the NPL this year.
That it is.
It's a great comp. RTV is stoked to be able to filming it, and. Like I said, we're hoping to be here on Wednesday evening to try and see who can actually win the FFA Cup State League final.
Potty with the ball now, onto Bradbury. Bradbury back to Sessions. Sessions back to Bradbury. Potty rather. Tippett goes long, looking for Haynes. Again, Kevin Davidson gets there first with the head.
Davidson. Yeah, he's had a really great game, probably one of the best on field today. Certainly recognisable, rocking the ponytail. Looks like the Jaffas are making their last their last substitute.
Carl Bradbury been replaced by number 15 Wilson Edwards.
Yeah, and Edwards from the same hairstylist as Davidson.
Magic win a throw in.
Go again.
Polozzi dispossesses Pettit down in front of us here. Currently back to Pettit. Matt Paul looking for a ball into the box. Berlin rises, but Danny Ireland comfortably catches again. As we're about to enter the 90th minute into stoppage time. Hasn't been many stoppages this half, but you'd think that the referee might play 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, and after giving Davidson a big rap, he's just had a shocker with his left foot there.
Pettit gives away the ball again. McNaughton to Polozzi. Polozzi to Edwards. Fouled by Casaroli. It just hasn't been Magic's day, and that really sums it up.
Yeah, it's look, they I guess it was true to see they really needed to convert one of those chances when they had the majority possession in the first half. Like I said, whatever's been said at half time certainly got the Jaffas riled up. Oh, great turn, little back heel.
Great little back heel. Alex Polozzi attempts the shot, looking for the top right-hand corner, but flies wide and high.
Yeah, with a 2-0 lead, you can certainly show a little razzle-dazzle when it comes to this point in the game. Look, I think what do you reckon is going to be said in the sheds just to get themselves back up for Wednesday night? I mean, I'm sure they weren't thinking of that in the back of their mind, but at the same time,
I do think, Brendan, the State Cup will give them a lot of motivation. This will be their 3rd loss in a row in the NPL, as we said. 2 5-1 wins in the semi-final and quarter-final of the State Cup. I think Chappie will want them to be playing definitely will want them to be playing as they did there. South Cardiff Gunners have had a few losses on the trot as well. I think it'll just be back to basics, playing their quality football as they have in previous years that have seen them win many premierships, and they will be looking to add a State Cup to that.
yeah, no doubt they're a champion side, the Magic team, and a couple of heads will drop, no doubt, at the end of this match, but they'll come back.
We've just had word, full time, Charlestown 1, Adamstown Rosebud 1.
Yeah, they've done really well, Adamstown Rosebud, since being promoted. And it sounds like they've done pretty well to get a point from that match.
You'll be able to watch Adamstown Rosebud next week. Bar TV will be covering that game live at Adamstown as they take on Lake Macquarie. The round 14 match of the round for the NPL.
Yeah, that's right, Blake. We'll be there covering the game, and after Lake Macquarie's 5-1 last week, and the Rosebuds getting a good 1-1 today. It's certainly pairing up to be a pretty awesome match for next week.
As you may see on the camera here, a few Magic fans have seen enough. Heading back to their cars. They know Lambton have got the 3 points here today.
Yeah, and well-deserved 3 points as well, Blake. It's like I said, apart from that end of the first half, or the mid-range of the first half, it has been all Jaffas, and maybe they might even have the last word.
Not to be, as Paul clears. Who with the ball now? Onto Carnley. Carnley looks for a turn, but can't get around McPherson. McNaughton with the ball now. Onto Sessions. Looks to throw the ball into the path of Lawrence, but just a little too hard. Polozzi, though, wins the ball back. He's had a super game today and wins another free kick. You think he'll take this one? Perfect opportunity for him to curl this one into the top right corner.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, here he goes.
Yeah, Huckin Carnley's just a little bit of descent. Pick up a yellow card for it. Adam Pearce just setting up his wall. He'll have 3 in it. Tippett, Carnley and Berlin. Sessions hits it. Oh, that had some curl and a little bit of swerve. Just misses the right post by about 2 metres. Quality shot.
Full-time whistle here. There is the first chance. Auction being held here at...
After 4 minutes and 50 seconds of stoppage time, the game has come to an end. Lambton Jaffas have defeated Broadmeadow here 2-0 at Magic Park. Huckin Carnley's about to be sent off as well. A terrible day for Broadmeadow. The final whistle, he's had a little bit to say to the ref and he's been given a second yellow. Not what we like to see.
No, it's been, I think, a day to forget for both the Magic team and their fans. Like I said before, it was a 1-1 draw here in the under-19s. It was a 2-0 loss to the Jaffas in the under-22s, and then a 2-0 loss again to the first side. But I'll tell you what, it was definitely an exciting game. Adam Pearce can certainly hold his head high. He certainly had the better of the games at the back there, but Danny Ireland also very good in goals. Didn't have as many chances to show himself off, but no, look, Magic are going to come back. They're going to come back a better side. The luxury is they've only got 2 or 3 days to wait before they can get back out on the park again when they take on the South Cardiff guys here at Magic Park. But once again, I'd like to thank you, Blake, for another great call, mate.
Thank you for having me, Brendan. A pleasure being here.
No problems, and hopefully we'll get Gary Fisher back next week, and no doubt Foxy's still away, and Mossy, good luck to him over at the Commonwealth Games. But that's all from us, both myself and Blake here at Magic Park. Final score, Lambton Jaffas 2, Broadmeadow Magic 0. Thanks for tuning in, and of course, if you wanted to check out any of the highlights, check out Bar TV Sports on the Facebook page. We'll be putting all the highlights from today's game up on there, and if you want, you can also rewatch the full replay on YouTube. Bar TV Sports. Thanks all for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week at the... Oh, actually, we just got a late score.
Yeah, I just have a quick score update. Lake Macquarie have been defeated 1-0 by Edgeworth.
All right, so that's a good win for Edgeworth. Like I said, that's it from us here at Magic Park. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all again next week at Adamstown Rosebuds for their match of the round up against
Lake Macquarie.
All right, bye-bye everybody, and we'll see you next week.